Welcome back. Another episode of Break 72. My quest to try to break par before the end of my second year of golf. We're back here at Northview. We're in Vancouver again. I still sound croaky from Texas, which killed me. We're playing Northview, but we're playing that course you haven't seen yet. We're playing Canal. Of course, in my opinion, slightly trickier. It's a little more open, but with a lot more hazards. So it's going to be tricky today. We're playing one tee up from where we've played in the past just because it rained like nuts over the last 2 days. So the ball's going to get zero rollout. And if you can't tell by my outfit choice, it's cold. First day in pants. So we're getting ready for winter golf in Vancouver. But we got the first hole here, par 5. Let's get started. Break 72, episode 2. Might have to sit a little. Oh, by the way, if you haven't checked out Rivet Towels yet, literally, if you're riding carts, what are you doing with your life? It sticks right to your cart. You can just wipe your club, put it back in the bag. Best thing ever. Well, taking a drop on the first hole isn't what you want, but this hole also is like, you really should give yourself a breakfast ball on this one at 6 in the morning, because it's not a fun driver hole. Go right to the green, not bad. All right, good play there. I decided to take it upstairs because there's a lot more to get over than it looked like initially, but landed soft, left ourselves a nice putt. That's a big thing in these situations, especially when you're not like a pro golfer, is like, don't try to hit the crazy hero shot to potentially get tight to save the par. Give yourself a putt. If you make the putt, great. If not, we're gonna walk off with a 6. That's fine. Cut your losses. If there's one thing I've learned from the last Break 72 episode, I'm good enough at putting that I don't need to do those like 1 foot tap-ins to like mentally be less scared of them. Just set up, take your time, make the putt. Oh yeah, go. Yep, that's down there. 74 yards to the flag. That was a big one. That was a big one. I thought that was in the hole. All right, good par. Tough flip out, but they'll fall. They'll start falling. All right, about 195, par 3. This is another one of the trickier ones. Really, you just want to get this one on the dance floor. Oh, go. Just get over it all. Oh no, go. Well, these are the wake-up holes. Man, they're close right now. Swing is just not there yet. Alright, we got about 140 to this one. We got a pretty nice looking window. Really a pretty good attack angle into this green, to be honest. So I think we're just going to take a pretty smooth 9-iron just right at the pin. All right, we missed out to the right here, but we're gonna get another nice little up and down going. We'll be in for fun. Listen, it's starting scrappy, but usually when a golf round starts scrappy, I'll find the swing at some point and then everything else clicks. When it starts scrappy, my short game, my putting are more relied on, but then when everything else starts flowing, that's already tuned up and we're in a good spot. So I'm gonna try and sink this one down the hill off the left, maybe like 7 feet. All right. This hole you gotta be a little smart because there is water up the right. So you wanna get it down there, but you don't need to mash it. So it's only 370. I think I'm just gonna go hybrid just up the center. Yeah, I think that's gonna be really good. All right, great strike. Definitely an improvement. It spun a little off the right front, but we're striking the golf ball, so that's good. Shut it out a little right. All right, par. We'll keep those rolling. The birds will start falling. Shout out Busted Jack. This is like not a very creative bridge. It's just kind of like a piece of steel. I'd go like a 7. Gets the job done, but it's not fun. All right, should be a pretty perfect pitching wedge here. Dude, how did that not make it? I mean, I hit that 400 yards in the air. I think it's these, like, it really, the temperature has probably dropped like, I mean, it's dropped 20 degrees since when I was playing in Texas last week, but that's because I'm in Vancouver now. But in Vancouver, it's dropped like 5 to 10 degrees. The clubs are going different yardages. I don't know how that didn't make it. Up and down, let's go. All right, 200 to cover the edge of the bunker. This is another one where water kind of runs up, so we're just gonna go hybrid right over that bunker, kind of right of the fairway. Yeah, that's really good. Love it when a plan comes together, you know? We got one, what was that, 112? Yeah, 112 to the pin, 103 to the front, so we're just gonna hit a 54. Air on the side of it a little shorter because long is no bueno, and maybe a little left of the pin. Ball left, little left, little left. Huh. Would have been perfect if we didn't push it 5-6 feet to the right. That's like, I talked about this in the last video, but trying to get a little more decade golfy, I definitely should have aimed even further left of this pin, because then if you miss on right, I would have been where I wanted to be. It's all right, up and down. Feeling like a little rushy in my head. Just need to tone it down, more control. I didn't deserve a par after that missed wedge shot and then that kind of just mindless chip, but I thought that one was in again. All right, this is shorter. It's 500 yards on the card there, but it cuts over the water quite a bit. So if you want to go for it in 2, you kind of have to flirt with it, but it's also kind of a risky move. So you okay? Good. Yeah. I think just a full 5-iron. Good spot. We landed in some casual water, so we got some relief. It's very wet. I kind of like a chip on this. I brought the high rig because I was thinking about doing a bump, but it's just a little too much and it's so wet. So we're gonna take the 58. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Frustrating when you like hit the perfect shot and then like it's just wet, so it just stuck. Like I was like, oh, I'm gonna bank it off the fringe, take some of the speed out. All right, birdie putt. All right, in for par. All right, par 4, 405. It's the #1 stroke index, but really, you just take driver kind of over the cart path on the right. You have a lot of room that opens up. So we're just gonna do that. We're gonna bash driver up the right side, hopefully have a short iron wedge in. Oh yeah. This hole gets infinitely more simple if you just take the shortcut of over those trees. This is only 114 to cover the rough there, so I think we're gonna go full pitching wedge. It's kind of nicely teed up in this rough here, so. All right, that one flew. I don't know how that one flew. I almost hit 9. I'm glad I didn't. I would have been gone, but. That was all right. I kind of thought it was going to release more. Probably didn't just because it's wet, but it's a good swing. We got a putt. How many times? How many times am I just gonna burn that right edge? Oh, that's frustrating. Like, it's frustrating, but it's like, they're good putts, so like, I know I'm rolling it well. It's just, that's golf, man. Golf, that's what is like kind of tough to wrap my head around with this series too, is like, I never go into playing around. I think what helps me play well is that I don't ever like get mad at myself. I don't set like super strict expectations. I just go shot by shot. What makes this series tough is like I am putting a number on it, and so you know, you kind of start in your head doing the math, whatever, but it's like at the same time, like you still have to play the same way. You still have to just take it shot by shot. Putts are rolling. Sometimes they fall, sometimes they don't. So far on this front 9, they just haven't been falling, but they've all been good putts. I've been hitting them really, really well. So we'll stay in. Back 9, much more scoreable. We're 99 yards, little into the wind. We're gonna rip driver up the left center. I can't believe this is my job, man. This is my job. 8:30 in the morning on a, what is it, Wednesday? Tuesday? Yeah. I don't even know what day it is. Thank you guys. I love you. Hit that hard. I just feel a little bad for these like early morning rounds because you're just right up the ass of the grounds crew. But you know, they have the tee time and I booked it. This coffee tastes like not good. I almost said a bad word. Oh man. Great comebacker. Honestly, that first putt, I just, for some reason, for the first time today, I have a very like practice process now, and I just didn't do it, and then I hammered the putt. That's all right. Made the comebacker. That's a 4. Oh, that's gotta be so good. Back flag. We got 82 flag, 65 to the center. All right, let's try to hit a good wedge shot here. Definitely a bit of an amateur mistake. I got real greedy. I wanted to get up on this top tier. Just hit it a little hard, a little low. Stop. That had some nice height on it. I don't know how it landed that hard and released. How many right edges? How many right edges? Is it impossible to just not hit a right edge today? Like what? That's incredible. That's incredible. Just right edge of the cup. That's just my favorite edge today. Just right edge of the cup. All right, tackable par 5 here. 485. I don't think it's downwind. Usually this whole plays downwind, and when it does, it's great, but it's not downwind today, but that's all right. If we hit a solid drive, we should have a good shot at 2. Try to make something happen on this one. Oh, that was hit so hard. Just going right. Sit. All right, well, going for in 2, it's going to be tough. Might honestly be doable. I feel like maybe I can get somehow this to stay under this tree. And this branch will kind of help me, because I won't want to come through it. So I think I'm going to try to start it. It's not going to move a lot out of the rough, but try to start it, kind of just carry that bunker and then run. Kick right, kick right, kick right, kick right. Okay, I came out just straight with no cut. That's like those of you at home, that's like a situation where I fully was driving up here like, okay, I'm just gonna take my medicine, punch back out to the fairway. But my short game is usually something I'm very confident in. So if that's you know, you can just run it up. It's the same deal. What you don't want to do is take, like if this was directly behind the tree and me trying to get it up might hit the tree, then you don't want to take that risk. Then you just take your medicine and punch out. But I knew I was going to advance the ball somewhere up the fairway, so it worked. Oh, I was asking a lot on that one, but that was a good putt. There's something about the apples in Canada recently, like that's the size of my fist. I don't know how they got so big.
That's what she said.
It's not the best place to miss, but this is a tight fairway. It's probably like a 7-iron to be honest, but I have a really hard time wrapping my head around that. Just like hitting it to the 150. All right, we got a good angle. Pushed it a bit, but it should be on. That's kind of baffling. I mean, it's in line with the front, just right. I definitely pushed it, but these greens really narrow out if you miss to the side a little bit. It's like it makes no sense because it rained so much the last 2 days. I feel like in my brain they're just going to be receptive, but they're just not. It's like still hitting on glass. But I just need to learn that. I don't know why it's taken me 13 holes to learn that, but it has. It's just like one of those rounds where you just feel a little space cadetty, you know? You're just like kind of not really there. Feels kind of foggy. Just feel kind of like I'm missing things in my process. I'm not playing bad, but like I'm definitely not playing as good as I can. All right, about 145 to the pin. We're gonna hit a nice 9-iron. That hit so well. That one ripped. Ripped a 9-iron. Those new T100s. That never used to happen. What edge was that? The right edge. Just doing absolute donuts in the bunker here. Wee! Wee! Oh, he's done. Yeah, that was just dead straight. 97 yards, 0 rollout. That's a good feeling. Be the number. Be the number. It's just one of those days today. It's just one of those days where everything is like so close to being perfect, but it's just not quite clicking. I was so close to being good. Again, I think probably the smart money would have been to not try to play for this front flag, because then if you missed by, you know, 5 yards like I did, you'd be on the green putting. But that's all right. We're gonna take a little hybrid action here. I like the hybrid bump when you're kind of short-sided on the greens. So we're gonna go with that. Hopefully the wetness doesn't affect it too much. I mean, number one, what edge was that? What edge was that? Can we get a right edge in the chat, please? That was the right edge again. And also, like I said, if there's one thing I've learned, man, and like part of the thing that helps me not get upset about golf is like when you're like, I'm not playing bad. You're just those little things. Sometimes they fall, sometimes they don't. I've had a lot of rounds where they've been falling recently. This isn't one of them, and that's fine. I was very close. Let's get up and down. You were actually filming? That's a little weird. All right, so I'll tell you what. This is obviously a drivable par 4. It's quite short. It's like 275 or something. 9 times out of 10, I'm not driving this hole because water cuts in so far on the left and there's water right. But this is YouTube. There's 3 holes left. I'm not breaking 72 in today's video, so I'm going to entertain the people. And we're probably going to take a 3-wood. It's not even a driver. It's like a 3-wood. And we're going to go just at that right bunker. Maybe be a little short of it, maybe be in it, but we'll be up by the green. Bailed out a little, not intentional. All right, not exactly where you want to be because you got the water in behind you. 66 yards to the flag. 50 to cover the bunker, and I'm gonna probably have to kind of hit like a flop shot-ish. That's why you usually just take an iron over there, but like I said, this is YouTube. Now you're getting 2 really entertaining shots on 1 hole. I mean, just really not how I usually play this hole, but you know what? That's all right. Up and down. One time. That was the greasiest putt of the day. Just slotted it. There you go. So that was a win-win. The entertainment value for the people. This is a tough birdie hole, even if you play it the right way, just because this green is pretty nasty. And the approach shot, you're looking at the water so it can get in your head. So hands up, we're walking away with that one. All right, a little bit of wind helping us. This is kind of the signature hole here. We have about 142 flags, so we're gonna go 9-iron again. Just smoothie. You want to get it on the dance floor, obviously. They kind of bit of an island green situation here. So just hit a nice 9-iron. Should be able to sneak this one up close. Maybe sit a little? No, that's fine. Hole high, maybe 20-25 feet. A little slopey, but we'll be all right. Thought there was gonna be a bit more turn on that, but honestly, on this green, just getting the pace down, we're happy with. Wind's coming in off the right here, so we're gonna aim kind of 150-ish, which is right center. Maybe the wind will bring it back a little bit, but I mean 495 yards from here. We can just kind of step on this one, hopefully get on in two. Maybe do something a little special for the people back at home on this last hole. Man, I tattooed that one. All right, we got about 215 to the front here. Wind's like maybe helping a little off the right, so we're gonna hit a hybrid. Air on the side is short. It's definitely too close to the back to hit a 3-wood on this. So yeah, we're gonna hit a smooth little hybrid. Try to roll one up there. Ow, soupy. Only just a really solid layup by me, so that's good. I think this part of the green is kind of narrow. I don't know why it's a blue flag. 69 yards. LOL. Alright, I was definitely right about it being in a small little pocket of the greens, maybe like 15-20 yards deep, but we hit a great little wedge shot in there, so got to putt a birdie here. Let's drop one. That's how you finish, baby. All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, we didn't break 72, but even with like just not getting the shots to fall on a lot of cases, a lot of burned edges, a lot of just like kind of shooty little misses, 79. So our lower game, or sorry, our higher game now, it's progressing in the right direction. Like you guys have seen me shoot a lot in the mid 80s. I think this course in particular, the first 2 times I've played it, I've shot mid 80s. So the game's definitely coming together, and it's there. I know it's there. On days when things are falling, I can definitely shoot under par. I know I can. So we're just gonna keep grinding. We're gonna keep working. It'll come. It was nice to finish with that birdie. 79 to finish. Great round altogether. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button. Break 72 episode 3 coming soon. We'll see you then.